very early. The day before I saw the doctor and he told me that I had ovarian cancer, I actually cried the whole night thinking that I was going to go bald. And it is just part of you. And suddenly you feel like with cancer that you're losing control over everything and you can't even keep your hair. So what happened was that I used to have very, very long hair. And as soon as I left the hospital on a Monday. On Tuesday, I went to the hairdresser and told her to cut my hair as short as she could. And I used my own hair to make a wig. And then that was still in Brazil. And then I came to Australia, and in my first appointment, the doctors then offered the scalp cooling. And I was a bit upset at the time that I had cut my hair, because I thought, oh, maybe I didn't need, what did I do? Why didn't I wait? And in the end, it was the best thing I did, because the scalp cooling worked for about 2 months while I was having weekly chemo. But we had to change my treatment to big cycles once every 3 weeks. And once I changed, like the hair didn't hold on to a point that I was half bald, and I just decided I had enough. I couldn't go out like that anymore, so I decided to shave. By that stage, I had made peace with myself, but it's one of the major things that has a huge impact in women's lives.
So my hair started falling out 2 weeks after I started chemo. And it was a bizarre experience and not particularly pleasant, but there were a few things I was able to do to kind of make it a bit less traumatic. So I had long hair beforehand, so before it started falling out, I got it cut and I donated it to an organisation that makes wigs for children with alopecia. So like that in itself, it helped me to deal with it, because I felt like, well, I can't control the fact that my hair is going to fall out, but I can do something positive with it and kind of, give it a bit of meaning in that way. I'd wear like funky headbands and stuff like that and try and have a bit of fun with it.
A couple of weeks after the chemo, my first round of chemo, I noticed that my hair was starting to fall out, and it was getting to the point where it was quite noticeable on my clothes and stuff, so I didn't really want to leave the house because I was molting really. I just had this hair falling out, and I was really self-conscious about walking around a supermarket or something with hair falling out. So my best friend is a hairdresser, and she always said to me, as soon as your hair starts falling out, come in. She goes, we'll do it at night so no one else is there. Bring the kids and we'll have fun. We'll cut your hair funny and give you random hairstyles, and we'll let the kids take turns in shaving your head. So we did that. We went to a salon, and we all just had a really fun night. The kids gave me a mohawk and cut all one side of my hair off and left the other, and they all thought it was hilarious, and we had a really fun time. They all took turns in shaving it, and it was just fun. It was fun for them, so they could see that it's really no big deal. It is just hair, it's going to grow back. And they could see, well, Mum's having fun with it, so it's fine. I actually thought to myself that I would go home that night and cry once everyone was in bed and everything, but I didn't. I actually went home, and it was this, I don't know, sort of free, liberating feeling having no hair. It was like, wow, I look okay. It's not going to fall out everywhere. I've sort of, got there before the chemo could get there, so I've cut it off first, and I actually really enjoyed it.